The key is not to be around many people, but to be around good people. Choosing your companions is choosing your path. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that emphasizes resilience, supportive relationships, and personal peace, is just as relevant today as it was centuries ago. It teaches us that our relationships deeply impact our well-being and happiness, and highlights the importance of recognizing when certain connections no longer serve us positively. This video delves into 12 signs, rooted in Stoic principles of wisdom, justice, courage, and moderation, that indicate when it might be necessary to reassess or even sever ties with others. Each sign explores how certain dynamics in relationships, ranging from persistent disrespect and manipulation to a lack of mutual accountability, can hinder our pursuit of a virtuous and fulfilling life. Understanding these signs helps us make informed decisions about our relationships, protecting our well-being and aligning our lives with Stoic virtues. Join me as we uncover these indicators that guide us in maintaining healthier, more fulfilling relationships and making tough decisions about letting go when necessary. 1. Lack of respect. Imagine a close friend who constantly criticizes your choices, belittles your achievements, or dismisses your opinions. Such dynamics are far from what constitutes a healthy relationship. In Stoicism, respect stands as the foundation of all strong and enduring relationships, essential for recognizing and affirming the inherent value in each individual. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic emperor, advocated treating everyone with fairness and courtesy, even those with whom we might disagree. However, when disrespect infiltrates our interactions, it chips away at our self-worth. Constant put-downs and negativity erode our confidence, making it difficult to live a fulfilling and happy life, as envisioned by Stoic philosophy. Stoicism does not advocate for blind tolerance of such behavior. Rather, it emphasizes the importance of remaining calm and logical in the face of disrespect. By responding with composure rather than anger or defensiveness, we demonstrate our virtue and inner strength. It is important to recognize that disrespectful behavior often reflects the perpetrator's own shortcomings more than anything else. Stoics believe this behavior indicates a failure to live virtuously, often stemming from the individual's insecurities or lack of self-control. Despite our best efforts, if disrespect continues, Stoicism teaches us to prioritize protecting our mental peace and moral integrity. This may require distancing ourselves from toxic relationships, not necessarily by ending them, but by setting boundaries. Limiting contact, politely declining invitations, or stepping away from conversations that turn disrespectful can help establish healthy boundaries. While Stoicism promotes patience and understanding, it does not condone disrespect. By surrounding ourselves with people who treat us with the dignity and respect we deserve, we create a solid foundation for a truly good life, following the principles of Stoic philosophy. 2. Negative impact on mental health. We all seek peace of mind, yet sometimes our relationships can be constant sources of anxiety, stress, or sadness. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, emphasizes the importance of achieving tranquility, or ataraxia, not by ignoring our emotions, but by managing them so they do not overwhelm our lives. Emotional well-being is seen as essential for living a virtuous and fulfilling life, or eudaimonia. However, some relationships resemble emotional storms, perpetually brewing negativity. Whether it's a friend who relentlessly criticizes or a family member who thrives on drama, these toxic interactions can trigger anxiety, depression, or stress. Stoicism teaches us to identify whether our distress is caused by external events or our reactions to them. By objectively analyzing these situations, we can maintain control over how we respond. Stoicism does not suggest suppressing our emotions. Instead, it acknowledges that emotions are natural human responses. The philosophy encourages us to understand the causes of our emotions and choose healthy, constructive ways to manage them. Sometimes, maintaining our emotional well-being may require us to set boundaries or distance ourselves from negative influences. By surrounding ourselves with supportive and inspiring people, we enhance our ability to manage our emotions effectively. This not only helps us maintain tranquility, but also aligns with Stoic principles, leading to a more balanced and fulfilling life. 3. Misaligned values. Stoicism is more than just a philosophy focused on emotional control. It serves as a compass for living a life of virtue and integrity. This ancient wisdom encourages us to align our actions and decisions with our core principles, which define our beliefs about what is right and wrong, good and bad. These principles act as a guiding compass through life's myriad choices. However, life often tests our values, particularly through our relationships. Consider a friend who consistently belittles acts of charity, a value you hold dear. Interactions with such a person can feel like a constant tug of war, pulling you between adhering to your principles and succumbing to their negativity. This conflict can make it challenging to live authentically and maintain personal integrity. In response, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of surrounding yourself with supportive individuals who share your values. These people, perhaps exemplified by a mentor who encourages your charitable efforts, not only uplift and inspire you, but also challenge you in positive ways. Their support empowers you to live in accordance with your core principles. Like a compass susceptible to magnetic interference, the wrong company can lead us astray. Therefore, it is essential to carefully choose those we allow into our lives, prioritizing relationships with those who respect our values and support our pursuit of virtue. By fostering such supportive connections, we create an environment conducive to flourishing and living a life that truly embodies the principles of Stoicism. 4. Feeling drained. Experiencing a refreshing hike can leave you invigorated, whereas enduring a draining meeting can completely sap your energy. This stark contrast is similar to the effects of different types of relationships in our lives. Relationships should be a source of energy and inspiration, providing mutual support, shared joy, and opportunities for personal growth, much like a rejuvenating hike through nature. However, it's common to encounter individuals who demand constant emotional support without offering the same in return. Interacting with such people can be as exhausting as fighting an uphill battle, draining you emotionally with each encounter. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-preservation and maintaining emotional balance in such situations. Like a candle that needs fresh air to keep burning brightly, we need to protect our emotional resources to continue thriving. While it's important to be compassionate, setting healthy boundaries is equally crucial. Stoicism doesn't suggest abandoning those in need, but rather managing how we engage with them. We can provide support while also suggesting they seek additional resources, or we might decide to limit our exposure to these draining interactions. By doing so, we prioritize our own well-being, allowing us to foster relationships that are more balanced and energizing. By surrounding ourselves with supportive and inspiring individuals, we enhance our ability to manage our emotional energy effectively. Such relationships not only enrich our lives, but also uphold the Stoic values of self-care and emotional balance, ensuring a more vibrant and fulfilling existence. Before moving on to the next part, don't forget to click the subscribe button to continue watching other useful videos. 5. Using deceitful tactics to influence others. Imagine a friend who manipulates every situation, using guilt trips or veiled threats to sway your decisions. This type of dynamic can hardly be considered healthy, Manipulation is a web of deceit involving dishonest tactics that influence someone's thoughts or actions, eroding trust, creating confusion, and devastating emotional well-being. Manipulators often employ guilt-tripping, making you feel overly responsible for their problems to get their way. They might say something like, "If you truly cared, you'd help me out." Another common tactic is gaslighting, where they deliberately deny or twist the truth to make you question your own sanity, insisting on falsehoods like "you never said that," even though you clearly did. Stoicism, a philosophy grounded in virtues like honesty and integrity, holds these as the cornerstones of all relationships. It advocates for open and truthful communication, which forms the foundation of trust and mutual respect. Living authentically according to Stoic principles means surrounding yourself with people who embody these virtues. Breaking free from manipulative relationships is essential for living a life aligned with Stoic ideals. Remember, you deserve to be in relationships that are built on trust and respect. By recognizing manipulative behaviors and setting firm boundaries, you can maintain your integrity and create a life that truly reflects the values of Stoicism. 6. Lack of trust. Navigating a dense forest without a compass can be daunting, much like managing a relationship without trust. Trust is the compass of relationships, providing the confidence and security needed to navigate life's challenges. Without it, communication breaks down and connection becomes stressful and uncertain. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy valuing virtues such as integrity and honesty, sees trust as a cornerstone of healthy, strong relationships. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor, emphasized keeping promises and acting with integrity to foster trust. However, when someone consistently breaks promises or engages in deceptive behavior, trust erodes. For example, a partner who commits to being home on time but repeatedly arrives late with flimsy excuses chips away at the foundation of trust, replacing it with suspicion and making it difficult to connect deeply. In situations where trust is compromised, Stoicism advocates for living virtuously, which includes fostering trust through open communication and setting clear boundaries if someone shows remorse and takes concrete steps towards making amends. This can lead to forgiveness and reconciliation, allowing relationships to heal and grow stronger. However, Stoicism also stresses the importance of self-preservation and emotional well-being. If trust continues to be broken despite efforts to repair it, distancing oneself may be necessary to protect mental health and maintain integrity. Trust is essential for nurturing healthy relationships. By prioritizing honesty and integrity, robust connections based on mutual trust can be built. Stoicism encourages repairing trust where possible, but also recognizes the need to distance oneself from repeatedly untrustworthy individuals. This balanced approach helps create a life aligned with Stoic principles, surrounded by genuinely trustworthy people. 7. Abuse of any kind, physical, emotional, verbal. Stoic philosophy values growth and support as fundamental elements of relationships, envisioning partnerships where individuals challenge and uplift each other, fostering personal development within a safe and supportive environment. However, the stark reality is that abuse, whether physical, emotional, or verbal, is completely antithetical to these ideals. It tears individuals down, diminishes self-worth, and prevents personal growth, contradicting the supportive and nurturing relationships envisioned by Stoicism. Understanding that abuse is never acceptable is crucial. Everyone deserves to be in relationships characterized by respect, trust, and mutual support. If you find yourself in an abusive situation, it's important to recognize that seeking help is a sign of strength, not weakness. There are resources available to assist those in need, such as the National Domestic Violence Hotline in the US. Stoicism promotes taking proactive steps to protect your well-being and to extricate yourself from harmful environments. Taking action to seek help and remove oneself from an abusive situation not only reaffirms your worth, but also aligns with Stoic principles of self-care and respect for oneself and others. Evaluating the health of our relationships regularly is essential, including assessing signs that might indicate a need for change, such as a lack of growth or support. 8. Lack of growth or support. Stoicism teaches that growth and support are critical in healthy relationships, likening ideal partnerships to fertile ground, where individuals can flourish and reach their full potential. However, not every relationship serves as a nurturing environment. For instance, consider a relationship that stifles your ambitions, where a close friend consistently criticizes or dismisses your dreams as unrealistic. This kind of negativity can severely dampen your motivation and enthusiasm, turning what should be a source of growth into a stagnant swamp of discouragement. Recognizing the importance of supportive environments, Stoicism encourages surrounding yourself with the right people, those who believe in you and push you towards your goals. Imagine having a mentor who not only celebrates your achievements, but also continually inspires you to strive further. Such relationships are essential for personal and collective development. At times, it may be necessary to reevaluate your circle of influence to ensure it aligns with your aspirations and values. Stoicism advocates for finding your tribe, a group of supportive individuals who uplift and inspire you to live a virtuous life. By actively choosing to nurture relationships that promote growth and support, you set a strong foundation for success and a fulfilling life, embodying the Stoic pursuit of eudaimonia. 9. Persistent selfishness. It can be incredibly taxing to have a friend who consistently expects you to prioritize their needs while seldom returning the favor. This persistent selfishness leads to a one-sided relationship where one party feels continually used and emotionally drained. Such dynamics create an unhealthy imbalance, fostering resentment and dissatisfaction. Take the example of a family member who relies on you for constant help and financial support, but rarely considers your needs or circumstances. They might use guilt as a tool to compel you to meet their demands, typifying the behavior of a taker rather than a giver. In such relationships, the lack of fairness and reciprocity starkly contrasts with Stoic virtues, which emphasize justice and balanced exchanges in interactions. To address this issue, open and honest communication is often necessary. Informing the person about the impact of their actions can sometimes encourage them to reconsider their behavior. Additionally, setting firm boundaries is crucial to convey that you are not merely there to cater to their whims. Despite these efforts, if the selfish behavior continues, Stoicism advocates for the importance of prioritizing your own well-being. Sometimes, distancing yourself from those who consistently disregard your needs is necessary to protect your emotional health. In any relationship, a balance of give and take is essential for both parties' satisfaction and growth. Surrounding yourself with people who understand and practice this reciprocity can help ensure that your relationships are supportive and enriching, reflecting the virtues of fairness and mutual respect that are central to Stoic philosophy. 10. Negative communication patterns. Persistent selfishness often shows up in relationships through negative communication patterns that disrupt the balance and essential mutual support. This can manifest as a friend who constantly criticizes you, dismisses your feelings, and dominates conversations, leading to a one-sided dynamic where you feel undervalued and unheard. Such behaviors not only damage the relationship, but also undermine the foundation of mutual respect and understanding that is crucial for any healthy connection. Stoicism emphasizes self-control and balance, advocating for considering our partner's well-being in our communications. For example, if a partner interrupts, talks over you, or dismisses your opinions, it creates an environment where one feels unheard and unimportant. Addressing these issues requires honest reflection and communication. It involves not only expressing your own feelings, but also actively listening and striving to understand your partner's perspective. However, there are times when, despite efforts to improve communication, negative patterns may persist. Stoicism teaches the importance of prioritizing your own well-being. In such cases, distancing yourself from someone who consistently disregards your needs in communication might be necessary to protect your emotional health. By choosing to surround yourself with individuals who practice mutual respect and clear communication, you create a strong foundation for a fulfilling and virtuous life. This alignment with Stoic principles helps ensure that your relationships are both supportive and enriching. 11. Disregard for personal needs. Respecting personal needs and boundaries is crucial for maintaining well-being and fostering mutual respect in any healthy relationship. Boundaries act like invisible lines that help define what you are comfortable with and what you are not. When these boundaries are violated, it can lead to feelings of being undervalued and ignored. Consider the scenario where a family member consistently shows up unannounced, expecting you to drop everything to entertain them despite your explicit requests for alone time. This disregard for your boundaries can make you feel as if your needs and preferences don't matter. Stoicism, which teaches the importance of self-respect and assertiveness, suggests that understanding and clearly communicating your needs is essential to maintaining your dignity in such situations. Communicating your boundaries effectively is key. It can be helpful to explain calmly how the behavior affects you and what you expect moving forward. For example, using I statements like, "I feel disrespected when you show up unannounced. In the future, I'd appreciate a call or text beforehand," can articulate your feelings without sounding accusatory. However, if after communicating your boundaries, the disrespectful behavior continues, Stoicism advises prioritizing your own well-being. This might mean having to limit contact or even distance yourself from someone who persistently disrespects your needs. By surrounding yourself with people who respect your boundaries and value your time, you not only protect your emotional health, but also create a supportive environment that fosters healthy relationships. This adherence to self-respect and assertiveness is a reflection of living a life of integrity aligned with Stoic principles. 12. Lack of mutual accountability. Mutual accountability is essential in relationships, serving as a foundation for trust, respect, and a shared sense of purpose. In an ideal partnership, both individuals would strive to be honest and take ownership of their mistakes, creating a supportive and transparent environment. However, issues arise when accountability is not mutual. For instance, if one partner consistently deflects blame, making excuses or turning the situation back on the other, it can lead to misunderstandings and resentment. This imbalance often leaves one person feeling burdened with the responsibility of fixing problems they didn't create, leading to instability in the relationship. Stoicism, which emphasizes open communication and ethical standards, offers guidance on how to address these issues. The philosophy encourages discussing problems honestly and setting clear expectations for behavior within the relationship. It's important to communicate effectively about the impact of lacking accountability. Expressing your feelings using I statements can help foster understanding and encourage a more accountable dynamic. This might include actively listening to each other's perspectives and offering sincere apologies when necessary. Despite efforts to foster mutual accountability, if one partner continues to avoid their responsibilities, it might be necessary to reevaluate the relationship. Stoicism advises reflecting on whether the relationship aligns with core values such as justice, wisdom, and courage. If persistent issues with accountability continue to undermine these values, considering the relationship's viability becomes essential. Prioritizing relationships where mutual accountability is practiced lays the groundwork for partnerships characterized by trust, respect, and stability, fully embodying the core principles of Stoicism. We've all encountered situations in our relationships that bring more stress than support, more conflict than comfort. This video discussed 12 critical signs indicating when it might be time to rethink those connections. From persistent disrespect to manipulation, from misaligned values to lack of mutual accountability, understanding these signals is crucial for maintaining our mental and emotional health. Choosing to sever ties can be a bold and beneficial decision, an act of courage that prioritizes your well-being and aligns with your moral principles. Marcus Aurelius reminded us of the importance of the company we keep with his words. The company you keep does not affect your mind alone. You bring it home with you. It is essential to surround ourselves with people who bring out our best and encourage us to live according to our values. If you found value in this exploration of Stoic principles and their application to modern life, please leave a comment with the number 1. Share this video to your friends. Your engagement supports our work and helps us bring more insights like these to you. Thank you for watching.